been months, and I still don't have a job. What? Is my skills not enough? My portfolio too bland? What should I do? Oh. I'm employed. Hello everybody! Hi! Now, let's have a seat now. Welcome to the office as we've invited you. Welcome to Tenchi Corporation. Well, let me do my intro real quick. Be not afraid, Shoya's Tenchi is here. My name is Shoya, also known as Tenchi from Tenchi Corp. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Pachi 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 pachi. Hi. Definitely didn't out myself that I was reading there. Anyways, welcome to Tenchi Corp. Now, I know you've all probably have a lot of questions. Tenchi, isn't that your name? Why? Who's Shoya? What's going on here? How did this channel, presumably indie VTuber channel, turn into a corporation? Well, as I'm about to present in the CEO's place, I will be presenting to you about our corporation. Yes, unfortunately, our CEO couldn't made it today, so I'll be taking her place. So how about we just jump right into it? Oh goodness, it's been so long since I did a proper presentation. All right, so let's answer your first question. About our company. Tenchi Corporation is an independent VTuber corporation made of a small group of passion-driven people. These VTubers are called Tenchis, with Tenchi itself meaning angel in Japanese. We strive to create hope and happiness to the world with our content and art. Hence the angelic theme in our corporation, really. It's quite a broad term, but it's something that we hope could bring joy and hope to a lot of you. Now, our vision is that we are a passion-driven VTuber corporation who will inspire the youth with hope and determination. And we also have two missions. We also have two missions, which is to create a safe environment within the VTuber community and also share hope and happiness to the world. Let's go. I keep misclicking. Alright. Next slide. Now, when I say we are a small team, I mean we are a small team. Really, including the CEO, there really is just the three of us. Now, again, the CEO couldn't make it today, unfortunately, and she chose to single herself out from the actual introduction, but she's a part of it. She's just very camera shy. So here are some of our profiles. You can see that I am the intern there, that's me, and we also have our moderator, Mr. G. Both of us are 20 plus years old. Oh goodness. Come in. Both of us are 20 plus years old. I personally go by any pronouns. I really don't care. I really don't care. You can call me by anything, but Mr. Moderator Man, Mr. G, uses he/him pronouns. And the languages that we speak is mostly English and Indonesian. We prefer more speaking in English though. And for my personality type, I am INFJ. Well, Mr. G doesn't really would like not to tell. It's understandable, you know. you can see there. Let me just move my head a little. There we are. Now, next slide. Now, you may wonder, Tenchi Corporation is a VTuber corporation, so will there be future auditions? No. Just like how they scouted me, Tenchi Corporation VTubers are chosen via talent scouting. So we are quite picky with who we want to scout for our future talents. And I am their first one, of course. I am so glad, I'm so honored to be the first talent scouted in Tenchi Corporation. I'll do my best, Gambarimasu. Next, we have channel activities. All our streaming activities will happen on one channel, and that is the Tenchi official channel, which is the one you're watching right now. There won't be any individual channels for future talents. I won't have my own channel. It's purely just on this channel. Number one, it makes it easier for people to navigate. You don't have to subscribe to literally everyone. Any talent can stream here. You can choose whichever talent, or I guess in this case, it's really just me for now. So yeah, it's really just me and this one channel. Next slide. This is an important thing, and I hope you guys keep your ears peeled for this. Boundaries and rules. Now, we have a strict guide and a strict penalty system, where if you get 2 strikes of a broken rule, you will be notified and perhaps even a timeout. But on your 3rd strike, you will have to unfortunately be banned from the community permanently. So please do keep these rules in mind. Unless you really do like wreaking havoc, then I guess you do you, but you are not welcome in this community if you do not obey to the rules. Now, number 1, we do not tolerate any hate and or harassment to any group of people, whether it's a joke or just you're genuinely hating on this one group of people for no reason. Then we do not tolerate that. We will reprimand you. We will tell you that it is wrong, and I will personally be the judge of that. Not in the moral police way. It's more of a okay, you did this to yourself and to the people around you, and we do not tolerate that. Therefore, you will get a timeout, or if this behavior continues, you will get banned. Again, very strict. Next, we also do not doom post or trauma dump on unrelated streams. I know life is hard, but please put your trauma in the therapy session you booked. Please. We as talents are not your psychologists, we are not your therapists. Unless there is a stream that does allow you to vent your feelings out, then go ahead. But we are not trying to ruin the mood. We want to create a safe space. We do not want to make anyone upset. So please just stick to the topic of the stream. That it's as easy as that. I know life is hard, but you have other people to talk to about it. Just not on stream. At least limited if you could. Next, we keep drama to a minimum. Please also try not to talk about too much drama. I did say to a minimum, not saying we can't talk about it. If push comes to shove, if we do have to talk about it, then yes, of course we could talk about it. Just keep it to a minimum. We do not want to ruin the mood. There is a time and place for everything, and you just need to try to keep up with the topic at hand. Next, do not try to date the talents nor staff members. This is a boundary. Do not. I have my reasoning. Mr. G probably has his reasoning as well. but we'd rather, we are in an office setting, we are in a professional setting, so let's keep this as professional as we could. No dating in the office. It'll hinder on your performance, that's of course. Try to just like think of us as friends. Think of me as your friend, your coworker, your buddy, nothing more. And lastly, which this might come a bit surprising, but we are establishing boundaries, but we do allow 18 plus art. Most of our talents, well, I am most. I'm speaking as if there's like more people here, but it's just me. But for me personally, I'm okay with 18 plus art and topics and jokes. I am a grown adult. I am fine with it. It's just that keep it to a minimum. Try to keep it to a minimum, and categorize it in a specific tag. Or if no one's talking about it and no one brings it up, unless it's like brought up, do not talk about it at the very least. Like, yeah. For the tag specifically, I will mention later, but for now, just try to keep it as modest as possible. Not saying you can't or you are like way too freely able to do so. It's just that I want to still keep this channel modest. I don't want to keep my channel to like a specific age group. I want everyone to enjoy my content, and the supposed future content creators that are going to join us, hopefully. Please do. Well, that's for the CEO to decide whether or not we're gonna have a new talent sooner or later. But yes, 18 plus allowed. Next slide is our company goals. Now, I did say that we are an established corporation, but we are still independent nonetheless. Therefore, we do not have much options to gain our monetary. So we do hope that we get monetized soon enough. We really hope that we can get monetized soon enough for our budget. We need our budget. Everything that has happened so far, or not happened, or has been created, has been out of pocket from me, Mr. G, and the CEO. We've all worked together just to create this little debut, this little introduction, perhaps. It's okay. There are a few things about this quote-unquote debut that makes it different from regular VTuber debuts, which I can understand that. I'll probably talk about it later again. Maybe we can go hang out after work. Wink, wink. Okay. Let's just move on to the next goals. We also would love to hit 1K subscribers. Last time I used this channel, we managed to hit 60 subscribers, and it's still growing till this day. It makes me so happy that people are coming to watch me and our company, our future corporation. Well, technically it's already a corporation, but yeah, it makes me so happy, and I hope that we can hit 1K subscribers real soon. Pachi. Anyways, next we would also love to collaborate with streamers of all kind. I personally look forward to playing games with a lot of my Oshis. It is intimidating to me to really think about it, but it would be an opportunity I could not miss. And so that is one of our biggest goals as well. We also have a goal of getting a 3D model. As of right now, we only have a 2D model and our PNG tubers, but really we would love to have a 3D model and have a 3D live stream. I think that will be very fun. And then we also would love to have our a better studio and streaming equipment. Again, we're all out of doing this out of pocket. All of the equipment is just the ones that I have right now. And lastly, we will also want to create song covers and also release an official utao. Yay! I think it will be really fun to work on. And while we are still beginner, I'm still a beginner, I'm eager to learn a lot more about covering songs, singing. I sing for a hobby, personally, but I would love to try to show the world what I can do, my skills. So I just hope that I can execute it well enough. So yeah, that's all the company goals. And next is talking about our future content. Now, we're still in our experimental stage, so our content is still kind of in the variety zone, kind of. So there are a lot of things that we're doing to experiment, but our main focus is actually on art, games, and self-improvement. The self-improvement part is actually more of a something that's kind of, how do you call it? Something that's kind of passive, that we hope we could achieve during our streams, and we can improve ourselves each day, little by little, together as co-workers. So yeah, you're technically all kind of like my co-workers. It's just that you're in a different corporation or company or however you work, wherever you work. Technically, we're all co-workers, we're all friends, and that's what that's what makes this corporation special. We're very friendly with many people. Now, for specific kind of streams, for art, we have live drawing, song covers, like the goal that we just said, and maybe even karaoke. Maybe we could even do karaoke together, you know? Like, as the after work kind of party, maybe. And then for games, of course, let's plays, challenges. I look forward to more gaming content because that's what, just from my personal survey, I think a lot of people like gaming more than art, but we'll just have to see which one kind of has the better impact on this channel. Next is the self-improvement. We still are going to do the co-working streams. Other than that, I at least want to showcase my skills more. So there might be few videos where it's more like skill showcases and stuff like that, or just random kind of talent shows, if you could say. But yeah, that's all the content plans. There's gonna be, of course, more in the future, but we'll just have to see. Next slide is our tags. Like I said before, here are some of the tags that we're going to use. The general tag is gonna be #Tenshi. Now, we could put in Tenshi Corporation for a general tag, but I think just Tenshi would be pretty general enough for our content. So yeah, just Tenshi. And then for live is Tenshi _ _on_air, and for clips it's Tenshi _ clips. Very simple, fairly simple, but yeah. Also notice how it's Tenshi on air, like how angels descend upon the heavens. Definitely not intentional. And for our fan art tag is Tenshi Illust or Tenshillust. I came up with these. I really tried to make it kind of pun worthy, but I can't think of anything. So here, these are the ones. These are temporary ones, unless we have like someone suggest a better name. These are gonna still be the official ones. And lastly, as I said before, 18+ content will have to be strictly on one tag, and that'll be #10+HE. So yeah, Okay, a little note as well. Please use, if you're going to upload 18 plus content, please use this one tag only. Just use the one tag. Do not mix it with any of the other general tags there are on the screen right here. We don't want it to kind of go with the other kind of more family friendly-esque tags. We want to keep it just in that one tag. This includes suggestive art as well, as long as it's kind of more like, you know, like if it's not too sexual, then it's fine to share it on the other tags. But if it's deemed way too let's just say impressive, if it's deemed way too impressive, please just use the one tag. We will reprimand you, we will warn you if you break this rule as well. So please do be mindful, try to keep the younger audience in mind. So yeah. Next slide. Okay, we're actually on to the credits now. I've already said this multiple times. We are a small group and all of our budget came out of pocket. So most of these are done just by me. The intern. Make the intern do everything, am I right, guys? Huh? No. Okay. But yeah, it's me. Mr. G also helped. CEO also helped. Oh goodness. Don't worry about that. So we just want to take precaution. We wouldn't want our ship to sink that quickly. We just debuted it, so to avoid any controversies, we are listing all the credits that's put into the making of this introduction stream, or I guess recorded video, or whatever that comes out of this. So first and foremost, the art and model rig is made by Shoya, me. The character design also made by me. The presentation, although yes, it's a Canva template, I wouldn't want to get sued. It is a free Canva template, but it's still written down by me. The starting and ending scene also by me. The animation and voiceover also by me. The thumbnail also by me. And lastly, BGM is by Mixkit, the lovely free website. Thank you so much, Mixkit.com. Not sponsored, not sponsored. Just saying that we got most of the music here from Mixkit. So thank you. And also a special thank you to Mr. G and of course our lovely CEO for helping behind the scenes and also making this come true for me, for Mr. G as well, for hiring me. Thank you so much. I hope I could always make you proud and I could help grow this corporation. I'll keep doing my best. And that's all for our company introduction. Now, wait, don't leave yet. Come, sit back down on your chairs. We are not done yet. I still have my introduction. Miss CEO wanted me to prioritize the company introduction first, so my own introductions come second. So here I am. Now, you might still have questions, of course, as in like Shoya. Who's Shoya? Was it your name Tenshi before? What happened to that? Why would you change your name again even after you introduced yourself just like last month? Why would you do this to yourself? And to that I say, so you know how, we couldn't have the corporation name and my name be the same, right? Especially since I am an intern. And so Miss CEO, my beautiful CEO told me that I should change my name, you know, instead of, you know, changing the company name since it's already written even before the company came out. So she told me to change my name legally into Shoya. So yeah, you feel free to call me Shoya. I mean, you can still call me Tenchi technically, but really you should call me Shoya. I have my own name, and who knows, maybe like there's future talents as well. But yeah, my name is Shoya. Nice to meet you all. Now let's get on to the next slide of introducing me. Now, I didn't get to really introduce myself properly. Even in the introduction video, I did sort of mention who I am, and you're free to rewatch that. It could use more views, honestly. But yeah, this is more of an introduction on my name, my new name, and also my interests, because I didn't get to talk about that much on the other introduction video. So here we go. It's me, Joya's debut, your average hardworking coworker. Yep, we're all coworkers here, nothing more, nothing less. Me. So technically I already introduced myself. Let me, I guess, reintroduce myself for like the 10th time now. My name is Shoya. I am 20 plus years old. I use English and Indonesian for my main languages. I use any pronouns. I am 150 centimeters, and my birthday is on 19th of May. So it's coming up. I can't wait for your presents. I sure hope my present is a monetization from YouTube. Oh, I sure hope we get 1,000k subscribers on my birthday. And yes, lastly, my personality type is INFJ. At least since the one I listed, or more like the one I remember, because it's been a while since I retook that test. But last time I checked, I was still INFJ, so here I am. Now next is my likes and dislikes. Now technically, you already know that I really love my VTubers and Oshis, but here's a more in-depth look into what I like. So I like art, that much is obvious. I love art of any kind. It's not just painting, not just illustrations. I love music, I love movies, I love storytelling. Any kind of art really is just something that I love. Even the ones that are, you know, like not really catered towards like the general kind of not mass, like art that's kind of, you know, quote unquote ugly. But to me, it's something more that like the artists behind actually took their time and was brave enough to even get that art out, and that's something very admirable to me. Like, yeah, it takes a lot of bravery, and people tend to forget that. You know, a lot of art came out from perhaps maybe even doubt, maybe people doubting themselves that they can even create art, or like, oh, what if it's good, or what if it's not good, what if it's bad, what if it's this and that. But really, I think it's even more impressive that they were able to get it out in the first place, and that's something that I admire a lot. So yeah, there's that. And I also love fashion, mostly J fashion and alt fashion, like alternative fashion. I like that. I have a growing collection, not much, still kind of new actually, but I really love having coordinations and like a lot of like interesting. I don't have a very specific subculture. Oh my god, subculture. I do not have a specific subculture that I'm into. I tried going into Jiraike. I've tried goth. I've tried Lolita. Well, not really. I haven't really tried the Lolita, but I was gonna go for like Lolita for like a quick while, but then I can't choose. I love all of them. They're all very unique in their own way, and they have their own stories to tell. So really, if I were to choose like a subculture for the kind of outfits that I wear, it would be shoyacore. Next is food. I really love food, especially the sweet and spicy kinds, or like rather sweet and or spicy. I'm not picky with food, but there are foods that I favor more than the rest, especially like noodles. I love noodles so much. Any kind of noodles, like ramen noodles, of any kind of Asian noodles, pasta noodles even. I like, anything that's kind of like slurpable. Whoa. No, we do not. No, oh no. Okay, moving on. Games. I love games. I think that much is also obvious. I will talk about my favorite ones in the next slide, but I do love games of any kind. And of course, as I said, VTubers and my Oshis. If I were to list out all the Oshis that I have, all the people that I respect and inspire by, it'll take so much longer. Let's move on. And horror as a genre. I love horror. The genre, like a specific genre that I really love is horror, because horror is something that's really interesting because it sort of plays with, not plays, but it's more like not toys. It's more like it's like a trick to your mind, right? It's scary, it's instinctual, it's like natural kind of like fight or flight instincts, and it ties so heavily to your psychological. And I didn't put here, but I also love like psychological like topics, like mental health topics, and etc. I like learning about psychology. I'm not a psychology student by any means, but I do love learning about it. At the very least, understanding their like perspective. And horror is something that's very psychological, and that makes it very interesting. And I might even talk about it more soon in stream, or maybe we can have a chat after hours maybe. And lastly, I also love animals, any kind of animals. I do not hate on any animals. Yes, there are a few animals that I'm scared of, there are a few animals that I'm squeamish of, but that doesn't make me hate them. It's just I can admire them from a distance as long as they don't come to me or touch me by any means. Well, if it's a cat, then I would love if they would come over. Or a dog. But if it's like an insect or anything that's flying, that's really fast, I could admire you from a distance, just like fly to the other direction, And next is dislikes. Rather, I guess this is kind of also a boundary thing if you really think about it. But as an unfortunate Sea Asian, I really don't like hot weather. I know it's very unfortunate that I live in Southeast Asia of all places, but I really hate hot weather. I am an indoor person. I am an air conditioning person. What a life, right? I used to set a rule for myself that I can't turn my AC on in the daytime until at least like 12 p.m. when it's peak kind of heat. But now it's kind of even getting kind of unbearable even in the mornings, which is unfortunate, or at least at the place I'm staying now. But yeah, there are times where I don't have to turn it on. Like, yeah, it's sweaty, it's kind of like humid, but I can still bear the kind of like humidness. But just generally, I do not like going outside in the hot sun. It's burning me. It burns. And the next thing that I dislike is probably one of the major factors to hot weather is just Gen AI. Specifically Gen AI, generative AI, and not any kind of other AI that actually helps with human productivity. Gen AI specifically doesn't have any sort of benefits. Like, sure, okay, with like ChatGPT, you can kind of ask them and you'll get an immediate answer, but like Google already existed since years ago, and I hate that Google has AI features now because they don't need that. Google is already pretty superior on its own, but they had to get on the hype, and that's very unfortunate. But yeah, I do not like Gen AI or like, okay, I love all kinds of art, but quote unquote AI art, that's not even that. It doesn't exist. AI art doesn't exist. I do not want it. It's stolen. All of them are stolen data from other people's hard work. I think I've made my point very clear there. Now, next thing that I dislike is actually something that I picked up from lockdown, which is germs. I do not like germs. Okay, there are times where I do forget to like wash my hands. Like, I am kind of clumsy, but like, just think about it. Just think about the billions of nasty, grimy germs on like a public handrail or like an escalator. You know those videos where like someone takes a wet napkin and like just let it slide on the elevator railing, and until it all comes back, and the moment they reveal it's just black. That I do not like. And most of the time it's kind of like a texture thing too, because like most of the dirtiest, at least like the dirtiest parts of like a public structure, or structure, I guess, is that most of them wear down from time, right? And from all the people that were like touching that said structure, and all sweat and grime, and that I do not like. Ooh, just thinking about it is so gross. But yeah, I tend to try to always remember to wash my hands. Always remember to wash your hands before you do anything. Even before you like wash your face, you should wash your hands first. Like, yeah, you wash your face and hands at the same time technically, but still, you know, it's kind of like residue. Could you imagine, like, you could be holding the world's deadliest virus on your palms and you wouldn't know because you can't see it? But yeah, I don't want to babble on too much. Next is oily food. Again, I love food, but when it gets to a point, especially when they're very oily, it's more like the not aftertaste, but it's like the mouthfeel of it. Like, yeah, it's like there's a moth in my room. Office. Yes, definitely we are in an office setting. There is a moth in the office. Okay, it gets to a point, right? Like, food can be extremely juicy, and yeah, that's really good. But like, if it's juices, it's just oil. It's not pleasant. And next, crowds and noisy people. Like I just said, I am an indoor person, and I do not like it when there's too many people shoving and shouting. Like, okay, I'm a small person. Like, yeah, I admit I'm short and stubby, maybe even. So I can get drowned in the sea of people very easily, which is scary, right? It's scary to think about. And especially when they're starting to shove with each other, like, number one, body heat. Like, especially if you're like in Southeast Asia, the body heat with the weather, hot weather, and then the sweat. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm someone's armpit I am the height of someone's armpit. Like, I'll turn around and in a crowd, and the first thing I see is someone's armpit. That's let's just move on. I do not like getting angry, and I do not like hearing other people angry. Okay, let's move on. corporate face. Okay, corporate face. Okay, I do not like getting angry. I also do not like hearing other people angry, and this might also affect on the kind of games that I play. I do not like rage games. While there are a few games that I do like because of the repetitiveness, but there are also games that I just it just grinds my gears. I do not like getting angry. Now, finally, we can go on to our next slide, which are my favorites. Ooh, there's a lot. Again, see, like, if I put my Oshis in here, the stream wouldn't end. So yeah, first of all, my favorite games. Let's start off with the obvious current choice, Uma Musume. I've streamed it a while, and I see that a lot of people like it too, and I was really happy when a lot of people came by for the Uma Musume streams, because I do love Uma Musume, yeah. And I also love farming games like Stardew, Coral Island, some more chill games, and storybound games like Space for the Unbound. I love it, Deep Space. I also like that. Current hyperfixation, by the way. Project Sekai, Bandori. For Project Sekai, I really love More Jump, and for Bandori, okay, I haven't really followed much of the current generation. Like I haven't followed like Maigo or like Ave Musica. I'm more of an OG player. I'm the OG. But I really love Hello Happy World. Like they cover a lot of really good songs. Like I've heard people complain that oh shoot, what's her name? The lead singer for Hello Happy. Oh, she's my favorite girl and I can't remember her name. No, it's been so long. It's been way too long since I indulged myself in Bandori, but I remember people not liking her voice because it's way too high pitched or like squeaky. But I genuinely like it. I love it. I love her. I think she's a very sweet character. And next is Pokemon. My favorite is Pokemon Diamond and Platinum. Those are the very first Pokemon games I finished actually, and also my childhood Pokemon games. So they're very dear to me. I love them so much. And then Omori, Minecraft, Hades, Binding of Isaac, Splunky 2. Now, I know Hades, like Isaac and Splunky are technically kind of really those kind of like repetitive, hard games that you have to like repeat over and over again. A bit similar to what a rage game would kind of be like, but with like them, it's honestly the repetitive is kind of really fun for me actually. It's like I think of it as like scrolling through TikTok, because technically you know what's coming next, but at the same time you don't know what's coming next, and then you kind of like predict what you're gonna do next and you keep upgrading, and I think that's just, it's a fun thing, and you get rewarded by something huge at the end, and that's really fun to me. And then lastly, we have Don't Starve and Overwatch. I am a support main. I think I mentioned it before, but I am a support main, and I also work well with tank, or at the very least Sigma. Like the only tank I could play as of right now that's like decently played is probably Sigma. And for support, I mean Mercy and Moira. Basic, but at the very least I'm good at them, so hopefully I could show you. Hopefully I can show you. Anyways, anime and manga. Oh, this is gonna be a bit of a long list. I'll try to be quick with this. I don't want to waste more of your time. Uma Musume, again, love that series. It's just way too good. And then Skip and Loafer, Frieren, Demon Slayer, Beastar, Spy Family, Chiikawa, Psyche K, Mob Psycho, Little Witch Academia, From Me to You, Boy to the Rock, Paprika, the movie, yes, so good. I know a lot of people kind of have mixed feelings with it. It is kind of confusing, but it's the kind of movie that even if you don't like understand it, it's still very enjoyable. I like it. It's disturbing, but I like it personally. The Elusive Samurai, Tatsuki Fujimoto, is just anything from him. Honestly, he is one of my main inspiration with like storytelling and like art. Just everything that he does is kind of amazing. I like a genius, honestly. And then Dungeon Meshi, Studio Ghibli, again, just very comforting movies, just kind of easy to get through with. And then lastly, My Hero Academia. Now, so for Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia, they inspire my art style the most. Like growing up, back when I was still doing traditional art, I was so inspired by their art style. I tried to copy it, and I think you can kind of see how it translated to my current art style. Like, yes, the art that I'm using right now, it's like chibi, so you can't really see much, but you can probably see on my other art that's on the Tenchi Twitter. And actually, speaking of that, we've actually officially migrated. Not migrated, change our name. Now, it's not the old handle anymore. We are officially just Tenchi underscore VTuber at the very least. That's our handle. Officially. We have officially migrated. Yippee! Yatta yatta! So yeah. Next, I also want to implement all the cartoons that I like. Now, this might not be all of the ones that I really love. There are still a lot more, but these are just the ones that came into mind. Which first one would be My Little Pony. Like, okay, I know this is a bit, just this whole kind of part might be a little cringe to people and childish, but you know, I grew up a tomboy, so I tend to ignore, or not ignore, rather I tend to avoid all those like girly cartoons in anime. So I missed out on a lot, and one of them being My Little Pony. That now, in my good old age of 20 plus, I am finally catching up, and I'm currently at season 5. It's a very fun cartoon to watch. Like, okay, yeah, you're an adult, but at the very least, it's something that even after a long day, you can go back to your little My Little Pony cartoon and like just kind of turn your brain off and just kind of enjoy the little colorful ponies. Like, what's so wrong with that? You know, I don't see any problem with that. It makes me happy. So what? And next is Steven Universe, another art style that inspired my current art style. I think you could sort of see it. But yeah, Steven Universe was so good for me as a kid. And a regular show, The Amazing World of Gumball. Apologies, I don't remember the new reboot name, but I still like it. I love the reboot as well. And then Hilda, very underrated by the way. Arcane, that one's obvious, I feel like. And then Bee and Puppy Cat, very interesting art style as well, very similar to Steven Universe, and the storyline is unique in its own way that I really enjoy. And then Klaus, also the movie, it's just innovative in its own way. Like, you see all the behind the scenes and everything, and just very inspiring. So yeah. And other interests lastly is I love Sanrio, I love Kuromi, specifically Kuromi and My Melody, but I mostly have a lot of Kuromi merch that I usually kind of prioritize. And then Oshikatsu, I have my own personal little Oshikatsu shrine. It's not a lot, it's not much. I am still new to the culture as well, so there are a few things that I'm kind of knowing or like studying. But all in all, it's a culture of us loving our Oshis. our favorite characters. So yeah, I think that's all that matters, honestly. And then next is J-pop and J-fashion. Mostly anime music, actually. There are a few Japanese songs that I like I love Vocaloid, Hololive songs, and any songs. So technically it's kind of J music, really. It's a bit broad. I am not picky with what kind of music I listen to. I listen to anything. Like, I'm that type of person. I listen to anything. As long as it has a good beat, I would listen to it. But yeah, it's technically not just J-pop. And then next, I also love to learn language. Now, I did say that my main language that I use is English and Indonesian, but there was a time in my life where I used to be really good at French, but I forgot it all. because here's the thing, right? I never use it. When would I ever use France or French to speak with someone in like Indonesia? So like, it's something that I forgot, but at some point I was really good at it, and I had a really ton of fun learning it. And same goes with a lot of other languages. I remember 2 days, like in high school, I would learn Russian, and I was nailing it down pretty good. But then again, that was 2 days, and I told my mom, like, Mom, I'm learning Russian right now. And her reaction, why would you learn that? Go learn Chinese or something. Like, okay. So yeah, after that I quit. I mean, I think I still have my notes for like the I think the alphabet. Yeah. So I still have that. I still have my notes, but the language that I'm currently kind of focusing on, well, kind of passively focusing on, technically, is Japanese. So I have learned Japanese in the past. I attended a class even, but again, it's the kind of case where, oh, I'm not using this all that much, so I kind of forgot most of it. But I do enjoy learning it. I enjoy learning new words, new kanjis, especially kanji. I'm very slow at reading Japan. I can, if it's like N5, like hiragana and a bit of kanji, but that's it. I'm still very slow at it, and that's understandable because Japan is a hard language. So you might hear me say a couple of words that's on a different language that might be influenced by like other medias that I've consumed in the past. But please just note that it's not me trying to culturally appropriate a culture. It is me learning from a media and understanding that what it actually means. But it's just stuck with me. Whether I like it or not, there are a few words that are just stuck with me. Yeah, I hope that's not problematic. Oh, CEO-san, please do not don't get mad. But anyways, next thing that I like, Markiplier. I watch Iron Lung in Indonesia, and it's so good. It was so good, and I've watched Markiplier since he uploaded the Five Nights at Freddy's, the first Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Play, and I think a lot of people really came to Mark at that time. So yeah, it is such a long time ago, and I've been a fan ever since. And lastly, of course, VTubers, and specifically Hololive, because it was Hololive that brought me into this VTubing community in the first place. So I have them to thank, specifically Korone senpai and Ayundarisu senpai and Airani EO15 senpai. The very first VTuber I actually subscribed to, I think, was actually Airani EO15, because I learned that Hololive was also in Indonesia, and I thought, whoa, okay, if I really want to get into this like group of people, I should at the very least like subscribe to an Indonesian generation first, right? So I did, and I followed Yofi senpai because back then she would do those like language studying streams, and again, that's a part of my interest. So that was really cool, and I'm really happy with how they're growing in these in this year. So yeah, that's my favorites. And I think this is my last slide, which is my personal goals. Like, okay, my goals and the company goals are quite similar, but these are just some personal goals that I want to achieve as me. So first of all, I want my art noticed and used by my oshis. That's such a big dream for me. Like, yeah, I know if I want, the general rule is like, if I want someone to use my art, I should act nonchalant and no, it's fine. I didn't want them to use my art, but I can't act nonchalant. I really want them to use my art, at least at the thumbnail. Yeah. Next goal, I want to get married, which ties to the first one of the first rules that we had: do not romance any of the members, because I want to date to marry. That's my philosophy. I want to date to marry. I'm that kind of person, yes. So I do want to get married in the future. I think it's good for me to lay that out now, especially to kind of get rid of the stigma of VTubers being, I won't continue on that. And I also want my own house. I want to have my own studio in my own house. So yes, it'll just make it easier for me to stream. I also want to be in the voice acting role. I love voice acting. So if you've seen my Uma Musume streams, I love voicing the girls. I love and different characters and personalities. Okay, I'm a newbie. I've never gotten into voice acting professionally. I've all just done it as a hobby. But I do hope that I get a role at some point, and I will try my best to work towards that. And then next, this is a bit of a wilder dream, but I want to become a brand's ambassador. I think that's a very fun job to do, especially if it's a brand that I love. I want imagine me, Shoya, up on a billboard promoting this brand that I've loved since I was young or something like that. I want to promote my favorite brands and stuff like that. Again, wild dream, but it's good to have dreams, goals. Next, I also want to create an animated series or become a film director. Definitely not inspired by Mark or anything. I've had this dream for a long time. I've had this dream since I was junior high at the very least. I've wanted to do this before Iron Lung. So yeah, lastly, I want to have my art be in a gallery or have an art gallery. I think that would be very interesting and get my work out. So yeah, that's all the goals, and I think that's all for my debut. Oh my gosh, are we hitting the 1 hour mark specifically? Yes. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for listening to us, to the company's debut and my own self-introduction. Thank you all so much, and we hope that we do achieve our goals sometime in the near future. We'll always keep track on that. But yes, thank you everyone so much for watching, and thank you for all the support these past few days, few weeks, even before the company debuted. Thank you all so much for supporting me. And thank you for helping growing the channel, even if it's little by little. I am so grateful every day that we even managed to get to this point, because oh my goodness, content creating has been such a big dream ever since I subscribed to Markiplier. Maybe even before that, when I was watching Minecraft YouTubers way back then, before DSMP. It's been such a big dream for me to become a content creator, and I hope to achieve that I could make make money of the things that I love. That's something that I know a lot of people can't achieve, but I will work my best to really strive for that. And I wouldn't want to keep you waiting for long, so once again, for the final time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye bye! See you later! See you later, see you later! See you guys on the next stream. More coming soon! Bye bye!